Hey everyone, welcome to Biz Bounty Hunters. My name is Taylor Postel, and this is my channel. All these videos you're going to see are from my cold email masterclass for business acquisitions that I previously had on a school community, so the formatting might be a little different. Some things might show up like that, but no need to worry. I've moved everything for free here on YouTube, so everyone can watch through this whole class. It'll be divided up into the playlist, so you can follow along step by step everything that we previously had in our school community. But without further ado, please like and subscribe, and let's hop into the content. Hey everyone, welcome back to Biz Bounty Hunters. I'm Taylor, and today we're going to be walking you through how to properly warm up all those email boxes we just set up using Instantly AI. So I have a link in the video description below. It's an affiliate link, so if you could please use that when you sign up, it'll support me in the channel, so I would really appreciate it. First, we're going to kind of go over the packages they offer. So you do get a free trial to start out, and you can use this just to warm up your emails in the beginning, and then if you want to switch over to Woodpecker, which is also one of the other tools we use to continue your warm up, it's cheaper from that point of view if you're going to use that as your sending tool, but I would still start with this to utilize the free trial as you get unlimited email account warmups for both the growth and the hypergrowth package. So if you plan on switching over to Woodpecker, then I would just stick with the growth. You just don't get a custom domain tracking and specific settings for your warm-up, so it's not as detailed. But if you're going to continue to use Instantly, this is the one I recommend. You get more contacts, more than 1,000. So like I said, if you're going to be using this, you can do monthly, you can do yearly. I'm currently on the monthly plan, and this is what I use when I'm not using Woodpecker. So you're going to start your free trial there on either package. So like I said, if you're going to continue to use Instantly, I would stick with this, and it is $97 a month unless you go for the yearly. So start here. I'm already logged in, so you're going to want to follow those steps to get you to this point. So I'll let you guys have a chance at that, and then we're going to continue. All right, once you're signed up, you're going to want to go to your email account tabs. As you can see here, we're running some campaigns for my friend Mickey, and then I have my own personal accounts on here as well. So I've tagged them by the type of inbox they are and who set them up and things like that. So Google 365, things like that. That's something you can do if you're going to continue to use this platform. So what you're going to want to do is add new. You're going to come over and connect your account. For this one, I'm going to use my 365 account that we set up earlier as an example. Remember, we had to enable that SMTP protocol, which we did, so we're good to go there. I'm going to log in here, and then we'll continue. So I logged in, and it automatically connects the account, quick and easy. As you can see here, Taylor at bizbountyhunters.com. This is a 365 account. So we're going to turn warming on. Go into the settings here. You can add your email signature. You can add tags. So it's a 365 account, and I set up this inbox. This is just for reference. I would recommend just showing the type of inbox it is. If you're not handling other people's campaigns, I wouldn't worry about anything else. So if you have the advanced package, like at the growth package, you can mess with the settings a little bit more. So the daily sending limit, your wait time, I like to bump this up 2 minutes. 30, I never want to send more than 40 emails from this account. Here's a warm-up filter tag. You can make it whatever you want. I'm going to make it first initial abbreviation of my last name. So these will pop up in every warm-up email in your inbox. So you can set a filter in your inbox to keep these out so you're not constantly seeing these in your inbox, getting notified, things like that. For these settings, I go for increase of 2 a day, and I bump this up to 13. Just speed things up a little bit, and I like 35% reply rate. So these advanced settings, like I said, you have to be on the growth plan. but if you don't have it, don't worry about it. So read emulation, it spends time going through the email, human-like reading. I like to enable that. Custom domain tracking. I would only, like I said, if you're on the growth plan and going to stick with instantly, I would worry about this now so we can enable that. Open rate, I like to tone it down a little bit so it's a little more realistic. 100% spam protection, mark is important. 88, you don't have to mess with these, but it's something you can play with and see how it works. So I like to change them a little bit just so there's some, not everyone's going to mark the email important, so it is a little more realistic. So we're going to go back to use custom tracking domain. And like I said, if you do not have the growth plan, I would ignore this. And we're going to add a CNAME record. So now we're going to open up GoDaddy and input this CNAME record. So now I've logged back into my GoDaddy account under the domain we just added. So the custom tracking domain, you only need to do once per domain. You do need to enable it for every inbox and make sure the value is the same on the instantly side, but you only need to mess with the DNS settings once per domain. So if you have 3 inboxes per domain, you're going to go select on the instantly side, do the custom tracking domain, and use the same value that you used in the CNAME record. So we're going to add new record, CNAME, jump back over here. The host name is just INST, copy that. Back over here, copy this into value. TTL as short as possible, hit save. Now when you go back here, you're going to do, like it says, INST dot your domain. And you can do this for your primary domain. So if my primary was Biz Bounty Hunters, which it is, you can have that as your single domain and set it up that way. So you're always using this same value for all your inboxes, so it increases deliverability. So with that, we're going to check status, CNAME verified, new SSL added. Just waiting for it to become active. But once again, this domain you want to put in here would be your primary. I'm just doing it exactly for this one as an example since I already have it set up for my other domain. Now we're going to just give this a second and check back in. All right, as you can see, everything's verified. If you do get an error once you put the CNAME in, just give it 10 minutes and check again. Mine gave me a little bit of an error right after adding it. So everything's good to go. Let's just run through. I forgot to hit save earlier, this button right here. So we need to redo all these things. So definitely make sure to press save as I forgot to earlier. So our custom tracking domain, 40 emails, wait time, 2 minutes. Got the tags, can input your signature, whatever you want. Custom warm-up filter tag, you can change that. We're going to go back through, enable. Also, weekdays only. Forgot to check that one earlier. Custom tracking domain, open rate. We'll bump these down, all spam protection, and mark important. So everything looks good. Just rinse and repeat this for all your inboxes. Like I said, once you have done this for your first one, all you're going to do is just use this same tracking domain you established after inputting this into the domain, and it will work. If you have multiple domains, you're going to need to put that CNAME record into each individual domain. So you're going to hit save. And down right here, it's already sent one warm-up email. We're at 100%. We're just going to leave this on And once again, you want to wait 2 weeks minimum to start sending any cold emails. 30 days is preferred. And if you do start at that 2 week mark, I wouldn't send more than 5 per inbox per day. So next, we're going to be diving into different sending tools. But for right now, you just need to let this marinate for about, like I said, 2 weeks to a month, and then we'll take it from there. Hope you guys enjoyed that content. Please remember to like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks, guys. Peace.